What do you get when you combine America's favorite cookie with one of the most popular sneakers in 2017? The Adidas UltraBOOST 3.0 in an awesome black and white Oreo colorway, of course. Let's take a look. Hey all, what is up? Reese here. I've got a brand new sneaker pickup to show you. What we're looking at today is the Adidas UltraBOOST 3.0 in the Oreo or Zebra or Cat Face colorway. We'll get into that last one a little bit more in the close-up view, but this pair first released in stores in the middle to end of January 2017. I know there were some like Foot Lockers and Champ Sports that got them, but then they saw a wider online release on February 1st, 2017 with a retail price of $180. Now, as we're going through this video, I'd love for you to leave a comment down below and let me know how this pair stacks up for you against other recent UltraBOOST releases. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And finally, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Getting into the shoe itself, this is probably my favorite UltraBOOST colorway to date. It's such a cool combination of just really simple colors. All you've got is the black and the white. But it also, because of the difference in those two colors, you have some really nice contrast, and it helps give the colorway some personality. I've also just found myself gravitating towards these simpler colors of the UltraBOOST in general. As a matter of fact, every single pair in my collection right now falls somewhere on the gray scale. I've got the Core Black 1.0s, the Triple White and Core Black 2.0s, and then the Clear Gray and Oreo 3.0s. And I think part of that is due to the fact that I love wearing the UltraBOOST, and I find myself wearing them all the time, and so it's nice to have these colors that can pretty much work with anything that I might happen to be wearing. As far as the 3.0 version of the UltraBOOST is concerned, there were a couple things I wanted to touch on. The first is sizing. A lot of people will tell you that the 3.0s run big compared to previous versions, and that's definitely true, but it's not like the shoe is longer or anything like that. It's more about the new prime knit pattern. It's a lot stretchier, it's a little bit softer, and there's more room like vertically above your foot in the toe box. And so if you're looking for more of a snug fit, especially if you're planning to run in your pair, I would recommend going down a half size just to get more of that sock-like fit with the prime knit. However, with that being said, I've gone true to size compared to my previous UltraBOOST, both the 1 and the 2.0s, in both of my versions of both my colorways of the 3.0, and I have no issues. It's not like it's too big, it just is a little bit different than you might be expecting. So you really aren't risking much by going down a half size, but if you're concerned, it's not like going true to size is actually like too big, or you'll feel like you're just floating in a giant shoe. The other thing I wanted to touch on was running in the UltraBOOST. I know a lot of people wonder, which version should they actually look for if they're going to run? And honestly, so of course the two big differences between the versions are the prime knit pattern and the outsole. The cushioning setup is exactly the same. The caging and the heel cup is identical across the versions too. You just have those different prime knit patterns on the 1, 2, and the 3, and then the addition of the continental outsole late in the life cycle of the 1 and starting with the 2.0 where we saw every pair of the UltraBOOST getting that. Personally, I don't think the prime knit upper makes that big of a difference when it comes to running. The 3.0 might be slightly more comfortable just overall, but when you're actually running in them, there really is not much of a difference. I've been running primarily in the 2.0. That I have one pair of those that is kind of in my running rotation, but I have at least tried running in the other versions, and I just didn't notice that much. The big thing I would mention is just looking for that continental rubber outsole. A lot of people who started running in the 1.0s just reported that the outsole was wearing down really quickly, faster than you would expect, and so that just means that the life of the shoe is going to be shorter than you might want. And for the price you pay for UltraBOOST, I would definitely recommend looking for that continental outsole just to make sure it's lasting as long as you want it to. Now, as far as like the 2.0 versus the 3.0, which are both feature that continental outsole, I honestly, like I said, there's not much of a difference when running in them, and that's not a knock on the 3.0. That's more just a testament to how good the 2.0 also is. So definitely, if you're like running in the 2s, don't think you need to upgrade to the 3s, but both will be really good options for running. Now, with all that said, let's dive into a close-up view and we'll take a look at the colors, materials, and everything going on with this sneaker. We'll kick things off with a quick peek at the box. Nothing surprising here. This is the traditional UltraBOOST box. You got the Boost branding wrapping around there. It starts on this side. You've also got your size and information tag right there. Taking a look at the shoe itself now. For the prime knit pattern on the upper, you've got a white base with black and gray threading throughout. You can see it really prominently on these lines that kind of run through the shoe and that are the staple or the signature component of the 3.0's prime knit pattern. You can just see how stretchy this new prime knit pattern is. We'll get in close right there, just so you can kind of see the mix of different colors going on right there. You've also got the same mix of colors in this different stitching pattern around the toe box. It basically is a different pattern that's meant for a little more durability and kind of a high wear area. You've got a similar story here at the collar, at the top of the tongue, and then right here at the heel where you've got these horizontal white lines. Now I mentioned that some people have called this the cat face colorway. That's because if you look at the toe box, it's possible to kind of make out part of the pattern that almost looks like the silhouette of a cat's face. It's one of those things that it might be kind of hard to notice, but then once you see it, you really can't unsee it. You've got an eye right there, an eye right there. It kind of comes down to the nose right there. I can definitely see it. Let me know in the comments if you can see it as well. And that's something to note, that it's not just on this colorway. That's something you'd see on any pair of the 3.0s. It just happens to stand out here a lot because of the contrast between the white and the black. We'll take a peek now at the cage right along here. You've got a translucent cage like we've seen on a lot of the other 3.0s. And the cage on the 3.0s is a lot more flexible than on past versions of the UltraBOOST, which works really well with that flexible upper. I think it just will help you get a little bit better fit if you're actually trying to lock these down for something like running. We've got kind of unique laces for an UltraBOOST. You can see you've got a mix of black and white that kind of mimics the prime knit pattern. Black tips there at the top. You've got the Adidas logo right up there at the top of the tongue. The lining of the shoe is white. And then you've got your UltraBOOST insole, and it also says Endless Energy in black with white text. Boost right there on the back of the tongue. For the heel counters, you've got black on both sides, and then for the UltraBOOST branding, you can see Ultra is in silver and Boost is in gold. Looking at the midsole now, of course, you've got the exact same Boost cushioning setup that we saw debut more than 2 years ago in January of 2015 on the original UltraBOOST. It's one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've said this in every review of the UltraBOOST I've made, but to date, this is still my favorite cushioning setup because of how well it perfectly balances that cushion comfort with the responsiveness and energy return that we've kind of learned to expect from something like Adidas. Finally, flipping to the outsole, you do have an all-white Continental rubber outsole there. You've got your Continental branding in black at the top. And the big benefits of the Continental partnership are, of course, the durability that I mentioned, but then also better grip in situations like rain or ice or kind of inclement weather. Those are kind of the touted benefits of the partnership with Continental. You've got your torsion system right in there in black. And that about wraps it up for the review of the UltraBOOST 3.0 and the Oreo colorway. If you haven't already, let me know in the comments what you think of this colorway. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.